Hello, world, and everybody out there. It's so good to see you. I'm excited today to talk to you about trust. Now, trust is a tricky thing because sometimes we feel like we can trust someone and then they prove that they can't be trusted. I'm not talking about that kind of trust. I'm talking about intuitive trust, your gut feeling, your instinct, your automatic sense about you. Now, how do you do that? I like to think about it as an example that happened to me. I was looking at homes because it was my first home and I wanted to purchase just the right one. And I knew I had to look at a bunch of houses. I needed to look at the structure, the layout, the square footage, the yard. What were all the details? And it was big for me. I had never bought a house before. So I'm thinking, big doings. I even went to one of those little workshops that the realtors put on, and they say, "Oh, so it's your first home?" And I said, "How can you tell?" And they're like, "Well, nobody comes to the workshop if they've ever bought a home." So I thought, "Oh, okay, I'm busted. I'm young at this." But what I learned was when I got a realtor and we looked at homes, the fourth one I looked at, I said, "I want to buy this one." And the realtor looked at me like, "But you've only looked at four, and you're only in the kitchen living area. You haven't even looked at the rooms or downstairs." I'm like, "Nope, this is it. This is the one." I just knew through my whole system. I just felt it. I resonated with it. It just looked right. There was like a half moon between the kitchen and the dining area, the living room, and it just it caught my eye, but it caught my intuition. It just my whole system said this is the one. I did look at the other rooms. I didn't blindly say, "Okay, this is it. Where do I sign?" And I lived in that house for 7 years. It was just perfect. It was the right neighborhood. It was not far from the highway. I had room for my office. I had room to teach classes. It just worked out. So I would like to hear about your stories about things that happened to you that you just had this feeling that it just riddled through you and it just wouldn't leave your brain. It kept saying, "That's the one, that's the one, that's the choice, go for it." Sometimes our ego goes, "Yeah, you want to do this because it sounds good," or there's a restaurant and you want dessert and you're like, "Yeah, yeah, go for the dessert." But I'm talking about like deep intuition, just so adamant, so sure, so all in integrity, not integrity, what's the other word, integrated in your system, that it just you can't deny it. It just feels right. So I look forward to reading your comments, and I will see you right back here real soon. Bye for now.